What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Elder Scrolls Lore. Today we're going to be talking about the Tiber Wars. Tiber Wars were a series of wars that occurred in the late Second Era in which the Septim Empire would be born off of. The wars began in either 854 or 855 of the Second Era, it is unknown on which is which, and lasted for 42 years. The end marked the start of the Third Era. The Tiber Wars were inspired after the Greybeards told Tiber Septim he was destined to become the Emperor of Tamriel. After the Cyrodiilic king, Khula'Kain, died, Septim took power and would unite all of Cyrodiil under his banner. Now it should be noted that Septim began these wars before he was even king, and he served the king of Cyrodiil, Khula'Kain. And he started this by invading Skyrim. It was the first human kingdom he invaded, and he had a majority of Skyrim's already sworn to him because of the Battle of Sangri Tor, where he defeated the Nords. However, the province was never declared allegiance to Khula'Kain. The Jarls and Kings of Skyrim expected this empire to fall as quickly as the others before them. So, eventually, when Tiber Septim came to power, the Jarls and High King of Skyrim would turn their authority over to Tiber Septim in 854 of the First Era. I think I just repeated Tiber Septim in that sentence, but we're rolling with it, alright? I had to redo this video because I recorded it and then somehow the audio got deleted, so we're back to this. Alright? But High Rock was next in line, and it was also conquered before 854 of the First Era. The official date it was invaded and conquered is unknown. However, its divided kingdoms made it High Rock easily conquerable by Tiber Septim and his armies. Hammerfell was next in the last human kingdom to fall. High King Thrassad II of Hammerfell had organized a truce with the forebear leader Baron Volog in 854 of the Second Era. This was done in response to growing tensions between Hammerfell and the now massive Third Empire. Hammerfell's defenses would actually keep Tiber Septim from invading. However, when the High King would die, Hammerfell would fall. When the High King died, Hammerfell would fall into a civil war between the Crowns and Forebears in 862 of the Second Era. A pact would eventually be signed by Tiber Septim and Baron Volog, and this would allow Tiber's legions to sweep all of the province. Afterwards, the Empire would begin to treat Hammerfell as its own, and it caused Baron Volog to disappear. I'll turn the page real quick. Now, during the Battle of Hunting Bay at Stros M'Kai, the crown leader, Prince Atur, was killed by, I'm going to butcher this, I know it, but just bear with me, Nafa Lilgaris. Alright, we're going with that. But he was a dragon who was loyal to Tiber Septim. I want you to let that sink in. A dragon loyal to a man. Right? Just let it sink in. That just shocked the absolute hell out of me. And that is crazy. Continuing on, Emil Richten would end up becoming the provincial governor of Stros M'Kai after the battle. But he would be killed by rebels. This would lead Tiber Septim to negotiate the Treaty of Stros M'Kai, which annexed Hammerfell into the Empire, and agreed to the terms with the Crowns and Forebears, putting an end to the war. Excuse me, I think I just burped. Don't know if it came on the mic though. Alright. Very unprofessional, very unprofessional. Black Marsh was invaded sometime afterward in or near 861 of the Second Era. It fell before Hammerfell, though some doubt it was ever truly conquered due to Black Marsh being Black Marsh. Tiber Septim would second-guess his invasions as well because of its hostile environment. But the Empire would conquer the coast and take over strategic regions within the province, ignoring unimportant areas and swamps. The province would then sign a treaty with and officially join the Empire later on. Morrowind was targeted once Hammerfell had fallen. Initially, the Temple and the great houses of Redoran, Dress, and Indoril wanted a fight to the death. House Telvanni remained neutral, and House Halalu proposed accommodation to the Empire. Several battles broke out between the Empire and Morrowind, one of which led to the modern-day city of Almalexia. I had no problem saying that last time. All Alexia to be destroyed. When Vivek appeared, though, everything changed. A treaty was negotiated where the Doomner would keep their traditions and join the Empire. Houses Indoril and Dress still threatened to fight on until the death. However, House Redoran happily agreed, not wanting to fight the Empire by themselves. Eventually, Houses Telvanni and Redoran would support the accommodation feature. House Indoril would still oppose the Empire, and the High Chancellor of Morrowind, who would also happen to be an Indoril, also opposed the Empire as well. But he would eventually be assassinated and replaced by Halalu, and the conflict would soon die down, and Morrowind would fall under the Empire. Valenwood and the Somerset Isles would be next. Now, they were both under the control of the Second Aldmeri Dominion. The legions of the Empire and the armies of the Thalmor would be stationed at the border of Valenwood, waiting for each other to strike. However, the Thalmor struck first, sending multiple raiding parties to try to take down the Legion's defenses. However, they were decimated by the Legion. Now, these battles were so one-sided that the Legion would actually nickname the Dominion, I quote, Old Mary Dominion, and this was due to another, I quote, the womanly offensives of the Elven soldiers. Yeah. Now, the Dominion still maintained naval dominance until Tiber Septim used the Numidium and conquered the two provinces with ease. Now, Ellisware would be the last province to fall. Ellisware still held an agreement with the Dominion during the Tiber Wars. However, it is unknown how they fared throughout the war, though it is known that the Third Legion would sack the city of Senchal in the far south of the province. Eventually, the Empire would strengthen its grip on the province, and Tamriel would be united. Now, what do you guys think? This is crazy. I always thought that, like, the Empire, whether you like them or not, this is fascinating history. Like, the fact that all of Tamriel, the entire continent, was under the control of one empire. Like, that's amazing. That's amazing. And I want to know what you guys think. Do you think that another empire will come and rise up and take over? Do you think the Aldmeri Dominion will take over all of Tamriel and defeat the current empire and basically start another Merethic era? Or do you think that basically the Third Empire is going to rebound and conquer all of Tamriel once more and just do a rebirth? But personally, I think something that might be interesting is going into the rise of a fourth empire in the next game. A fourth empire, and seeing that be built or building it yourself would be just fantastic. And I'm curious to see how things are going to turn out in the next Elder Scrolls game. And I want to know what you guys think. I want to know your guys' opinions. Do you agree or disagree? Do you think the Empire will rise or fall? Do you think a new Empire rise or fall? Do you think the Aldmeri Dominion will just win everything? Or do you think that they'll get destroyed? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, please like and subscribe. And if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments below as well. Peace.